system is crushed. We don't care whether, I don't even care whether I would be part of the top echelon in the room. I'm not worried, but I'm dying to see a change that, in the system. That's all. That's all.
Taigara mumako Zimbabwe wondo alwaka imanya dakabatesa tikichingira Zimbabwe taigara mumako Zimbabwe wondo alwaka imanya dakabatesa tikichingira Zimbabwe vakomana vasikana Zimbabwe magorira
Thank you for tuning in to Zim News Beat TV with Robert Tapfumani.
This is the program, The Forgotten Veterans. Chirongwa chatinotevera matsimba emumwe nemumwe ane basa guru raakaita muhondo yechimurenga. Munogona kunge manga muri comrade mune nhoroondo yamakaita makanga makabata pfuti mukabva muZimbabwe mukaenda kwamakaenda kungave kuMozambique, kuRomania, kuCuba, kuMozambique makatrena makadzoka kufront makarwa hondo, vamwe vakaramba vari kuriye. Uyai tigare pasi musiye nhoroondo yenyu kumhuri yeZimbabwe. Kozotiwo zvakare vabereki vana Mujibha vana Chimbwido, chirongwa chenyu icho chamunofanira kugara pasi musiyawo nhoroondo yenyu zvakare. Kune vakange vari masvikiro kana kuti nanhasi vachiri masvikiro, dziri homwe dzemasvikiro uko kwaisvikira magandanga, muchivapa gwara rekuti aiwa munzvimbo ineyi munofanira kuita zvakati, hamufaniri kuita zvakati. Ngatigare pasi zvakare titaure nyaya iyoyo. Kune zvakare vakasungirwa zvematongerwo enyika panguva iyoyo vachinzi vari kutsigira magandanga. Uyai tigare pasi. Kunewo zvakare vane basa ravakaita munguva yehondo yechimurenga. Chirongwa chenyu ngatigare pasi tisiye chimurenga legacy kuitira kuti mhuri yeZimbabwe igoziva kuti aiwa ndiro basa ramakaita. Nhasi tiri kupi? Tiri muno muguta reHarare, matateera rimwe gamba tikati aiwaka nebasa ramakaita munguva yehondo yechimurenga. Ngatigarei pasi tikurukure musirewo zvidzukuru nemhuri yeZimbabwe basa ramakaita mukusunungura nyika yeZimbabwe. Baba Musaka, makadi zvenyu?
Tiripo makadiyo?
Tiripo izikuru sei kuno?
Ndizo zinooneka chando akambichana.
Karotooneka nefulu yabva yati bhai pa.
Yabva ndiro.
Handitika. Aiwa tinotenda nekutigamuchira baba. Toda kuti tidzokere. Kwakazvarirwa chikomana chandigere nacho ndoziva kuti munogona maasekuru maane vazukuru asi toda kudzokera kudzinde kune mhuri yaMike. Makazvarirwa kupi uye mhuri yenyu yakamira sei?
Ndakazvarirwa kuMhondorongezi kwaMchema village, maBenhura, maChief Benhura, Kadoma district. Ndo kwandakazvarirwa. Well, marecords anoti ndakazvarwa 1948.
Asi
izvo kuti ndingazviite authenticate kuti ndo chaicho zvayo ndo marecords
but it's very common kudhara iko kuti paizongochinjwa makore nekuda kwezvikonzero zvakasiyana siyana. Saka marecords ari kuti
1948. That's right.
Handitika.
Now kuMhondorongezi ini ndokwandakatanga chikoro. Nguva idzodzo taina naSub A naSub B. So paMchema primary school ndopandakatangira muSub A 1955. And 1956 ndari muSub B. Maparents vangu, vabereki vangu ndobva vati vakutamira kuNorthern Rhodesia.
Yes.
Ndiri pakati ndobva zonzi takuenda kuNorthern Rhodesia. Baba ndokutama ndokuenda kuNorthern Rhodesia. KuNorthern Rhodesia ndokunosvika kuya ndokuti vakagara pane pafamu pavakasvikira. Vabva pafamu ipo ndobva vari nehama dzavo dzavaiti dzanga dzakaroora ikoko
Okay.
kwanzi qualiteta kwamutemba ndokatakaenda kuya tonogara 1958 takubva pafamu 1957 pavakasvikira 1956
Okay.
so ndokwandatanga kuenda kuchikoro kundipedzisa kuti stab B ndobva ndapedza standard 1 ndobva ndapedza ndobva ndaenda kumissionary school kumumbwa kumissionary school kaya Catholic missionary school ndasvika ikoko ndokwandakaita standard 3 ne4 now mazuva iwayo wainzi haupfuuri usina kupasa any grade hauna kuenda every 2 years exam
Okay.
kuti upase uinde mberi ndo panotanga udzvinyiri ipapo kana uchida kutanga kukurova history yako kuti alright but ndanga ndichipasa ndobva kuchikoro chandakaenda checatholic school chainzi Kaindu primary and upper primary and upper primary changa chisina standard 5.
Okay.
Now, we're going towards Zimbabwe's independence now, in 1965. Zambia's independence. Yes. Sorry, my apology.
No, it's fine.
Right. So, ndobva ndati no, ndichada kuramba ndichienda kuma-missionary schools. Ndakuenda government school. Ndobva ndaenda kuChalimbana college. Yaive college nguva iyoyo. Yaive college yaitraina ma-primary teacher nema-secondary teachers. But they had to be trained on schools dziripo. Zvekuti pane paine primary yacho, pane paine secondary yacho. Ndo pandakagara ipapo ndobva ndapedza standard zvakaitika manje apa 1965 Zambia yoita independence system ndobva vachinja system yavo yanga yari sei kuUK chikoro chaitangwa munani chaitangwa muna May ndopaitangwa musummer if you like. No, so then the Zambian authorities vanga vagani power nakaunda akati toda kutanga system yana January. So indakaita 2 classes in 1 year. Standard 5 ne standard 6 ndobva ndaenda form 1 pakare paChalimbana pacollege ndaenda form 1 ndopatakadi ndakaita form 1 and form 2 now I don't know zvavaingoita pane chikoro chainzi Munali Secondary School in the federal days, you see, which was the equivalent of chemuno ichi chikwanenge ichi chedu chipopular chikoro chaive chiri popular kaichi kunenge ndakupaka ndichakana ndapanikana. So zvikanzi right form 1 and form 2 mune muri pano pacollege paChalimbana college. Then form 3 ndobva tanzichienda ikumunari, and then they changed the system. Instead of finishing form 6 takata kupedza form 5. No, immediately after form 5 the idea was unobva waenda kuuniversity. Right, okay. Ndobva ndaenda kumunari kuform 3 ndobva ndaita form 3 form 4 neform 5 ndiri kuMunali Secondary School. Ndapedza Munali Secondary School ndapedza form 5. Look, meanwhile kuRhodesia, southern Rhodesia, quite a problem in politics here. Particularly by UDI in 1965.
Yes.
And then though the beginning of Chimurenga conscientizing people.
Yes.
So were so many of us whose parents had migrated to Zambia kunorima sinzi ndo kune minda kuminda nyika yange yatorwa nevarungu. That is the beginning of the story. So takangoenda ikoko, including I should think that and you mentioning as current president naivo parents avanga vakatamira kuzambia uma 1950s iwo 60s. So anyway, and ndo pakatanga yapa mapolitics manje. ZANU yakanga yawepo, neZAP yakanga yawepo. As already taught, now zvakaitika papolicy zvokuti isi vechiduku taive tiri ZANU. Vakuru vedu vese vamadhara vamwe vazhinji vaive kuZAP. And as usual, when we were youngsters, the courage is incredible.
Yeah.
You know, ningotukirira zvinhu zvanangomwe zvinhu zvananyongoro hapana kwazviri kuinda. Ona futi 1961 constitution ndo yakanga yapolitics tichitwa politicize. Kuona 1961 constitution akanobvuma 15 seats kuti vanhu vatema vapo 15 seats ivo vari majority varongwa kuita masitsi akawanda. So those people were politicizing us kunzi no zvinhu zveZAP vafana siyana inazvo. ZANU chachimurenga toda zvechimurenga isu. Fine, okay. Now when I finished school ini andina kumboenda straight kuenda kunojoina kuti ndakuenda kuhondo.
Yes.
Vanga vari very involved mufamily yedu semabvunza kuti family yenyu yakamira sei. It's my brother Ephraim. Ndiye anga ari kuZAP.
Okay.
Now my brother isu aduku Nisbet akazunzi mabhonzo wokuzoitwa capture munomu ndobva adi aitwa hang chikorori. Tatiri kuZANU. Yeah. So anyway, right, the really issue now pano yanga yakuti right toinda kuhondo here, but family yedu yanga is so much involved in politics. Baba munini wangu kuno wanga ari kuZAP vanga vakadetena vave kugona kudzingwa. Cousin wangu anonzi Campion akafa 2 years ago anga ari kugona kudzingwa. My brother anga ari involved ari kupi kuZAP. Iye akambogara akambobva kuZambia akatisiya kuZambia akambodzoka. And now then you're so much involved in politics. Ndo paakazongotiza kuno ndokuzonojoina ndobva auya kuZambia neZAP. Now he then became representative weZAP kuKitwe on the Copper Belt. Fine, but isu inine muno nomukoma wangu wandoedzera mabhonzo tikati tiri kuZANU zvingosewanza aiwa akasplinter group ako akana basa. I will come to that later splinter group. Ndakutaura the authentic 6 yeRussia pama freedom fighters ma nationalists.
Okay.
ZANU was considered a splinter group, not recognized even by OAU Liberation Committee. Later on, it was recognized after 1966 Chinoy.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, now when I finished school in 1968, Form 5, right, I started working a bit, but now my parents are got my brother paakawa achibva aenda kuSoviet Union Ephraim. Ndakuda kuita kuindawo zveZANU ndichitwa recruitwa ZANU ichiri recruita vaya zvikanzi aka mhuri yese here nyika yacho inoregwa nefamily imwe chete here. So kuti baba munini wako Stephen ari kugona kudzingwa, Campion ari kugona kudzingwa, Ephraim iye zvino izvi iye haanambogara maningi kuZambia kuKitwa ari representative weZAP akabva aenda kuSoviet Union kuKGB training and intelligence. Tikanzi aiwa no but ini panapa ndosara nani. Anyway ini and my brother mabhonzo ndobva tambosara. But ndobva when I finished school I started working. Ndakatanga kusenza kuShell. No, in fact initially I'm an oilman. Ndakambotanga ndasenza kuMobile. Handikazobvako ndobva ndanodi ndaitwa a bit of a stint Times of Zambia newspaper. No, I was still feeling no. I want the oil thing. Then I joined Shell and BP. That joined Shell and BP, fine. Meanwhile now, mobilization yekuhondo yatove effective, serious. Right, okay. Now, kuside kwe zanla, kuzanu, vakanga vari vakuru, well, vakanga aripo at the time wasati quite elect chairman external wezanla. Kwave nahama dziripi, Shamyarira, nemwe mudhara wokwanhingi kupanhingi apa Parerewa, ndo vakanga vari vakuru vekuzanu and others. Kuzapu, of course, Chikirema anga ariko, Nyandura anga ariko, Silondika, Edward Love, ndo vanga vari mabig gurus ekuningirikini. But as usual, now, ZANU was just being accommodated as a political Mudano, it's a splinter group. Akanga ari very well known, vanga vaita diplomacy yavo is up. Ndo yakanga iri, vese vanakaunda, vese vanyara, vakuru vese. Meanwhile, tiri pachikoro, I got very active in politics. They my students, tichiorganizawo, zvinezvanzi mameetings, zvikanzi endaiwo muite kuno itagather maclothes chibage kumisha kwamunobva chekuti tipigoti tigopa vakomana vanenge vaenda kuenda kuhondo idzi. Fine, okay. Then I was involved, so much involved in that. Now the real entry for me now was 1969. Ndo pakanzi ZANU yanga isina a substantive leader. Ndo pakanzi no, Chitepo akanga ari ku Dar es Salaam. He was Attorney General for Nyerere. Zvikanzi vakuru vari kumusha vati vachitepo ngavachienda kuZambia vaende vachino leader dare rechimurenga, the War Council, as it was known. Ndo pakauya 1969 ndo vatangodaidzwa now ngandei kumusangano toda kuelecta national chairman. My contestants, interesting, ipapo was Chitepo and Shamyari.
Okay.
But then, in politics, don't rule out the issue of factions. They also have a role. In other way, they also mobilize people, you know, only to find actually mavakanga vari vakuru vezanla manje. Vana Rai Santana, Mutandwa, they were all from the east. Now, naturally, the influence of election ipapo, we always, some of us, not ever fun, but you get kumdara Shamira papindware, Buddha, you know, because the hierarchy actually is a high command at that time. Young age from the east. Because paka former ZANU, the east, ndo kanyanya kudi east ne kwa gutu masungu. Ndo kanyanya kudi kupinda munyaya kudi they break away. But anyway, vana Shamira vaiko, vana Mugabe vaipo. So at that election, Chitepo was elected chairman of the council. Liberation Council. There in Chimurenga. Anyway, Tivano Mochete, let's go ahead. Atiruika, Tidi, Tite, Veses, no front in Gaidi, Isununguke. Manifesto, ne Emiazano, Chimurenga Oguma. Sekuti no, my British Achauya, Agoya, Guita says, I am on Zambia with my elections. Occupy my election, I would as right up Ghana. Kuti my elections writer is not going to happen in southern Rhodesia. Above all, when I Smith in 1965, they noticed it. The politics was ngapa it parity, meaning even watema na varungu be together. Muite mese mudi mushande pamwe chete tigo kupa independence. Ndio ngari thrust ya British. the pioneers, the children of the pioneers, this is quite to me, later on, now it must study, you see in my degrees. The really cause of conflict, anger are my rights. Anyway, I will come to rights later. The children of the pioneers. So we defeated Vanuatu Mamika Muno. Takarugisa Shingaira, Tikapeza, Tikarugisa Neahanda, Tikapeza, Kaguvi, Kochi, the country is ours.
Yes.
Na roads. No one the Agapazita, roads, Rhodesia. So my youth say, my white children of the. And then above all, then the argument was, the British, you know, when they were living in South Africa, they also one time took over South Africa. So when they were living in South Africa, they did the right thing. What was the right thing? To give power to the whites, Malan. Remember, the first prime minister.
Yes.
That is the right thing, because the Boers, the Afrikaners, are the owners of that country, not Vanuatu.
Yeah.
So here, Varuda Gudi Kutita betray. In fact, Smith Agatozonyora Buga, if you know about the greatest betrayal. Could never doubt betray.
Yeah.
So they decided, no, the federal party, prime minister or the federation, never party of my elections. The children of the pioneers, Ian Smith, Viacas de Kock, Vanderbilt, hardcore, because they got from your party. Then they formed the Rhodesia Front. No, they had defeated the other party. Yes. Well, Yango now then is going to know the route here is then they also say, look, the British, when they left Malan in South Africa to be the leader, a Boer, a white, they were right. They should also do the right thing here. This war is very eager. Karavasingari to declare the UDI, the American system. King George, they said, you know the story as you could hear, no, let's go the American way.
Yes.
Now, this is all was militarizing Zanla. Kutimazona, that I would say, which is 1961 constitution, him Darrow. He says, I don't do a reference to tell the police from Darrow. Sing as in Pambina, Pacha, some point to chef with Kutimazona, right? Those are anyway. Pambene Chimurenga.
Yes.
So Zanla Manje ndo yanga ni policy recruitment. You know? Fine. Wana Bagatangai, Wana Santana, Nana Parewa, Wana Hamad Ziripi, and we do organize. Canary sa Hamad Ziripi for my elections and that hour in 1969 he was elected Treasurer General.
Okay.
You know, he came from Kwagutu. He was very effective. The majority of the people, I told you about immigration in 1958, 1960s, majority of them waenda kuzamba itoda kunorima, including na families anasana na president ho. Vanga iva kumasu. No, so ZANU got so strong.
Yeah.
Ma rural areas iko, Mumbwa, right. It got very strong. And Hamad really, it's politics. I don't know. Yeah. Each time I go Buddha window, Hamad yeah, he really mobilized the The majority of my cadres at table, Ekuzenda front, they came from Zambia. Vana Hangar Zambia. Baba Kuno, Zimbabwe. Yeah. Ndo yavi bese yake rimba kuno kuva vanhu vasingadi vasati vakudi kusati kwanyatso open zvokuti recruitment. But anyway, that was the beginning. So I feel also I'm in that group now in the background, as I told you, supporting and everything else. Now kuti ndinde kondo baba wangu akati no how many verse everybody ndosarani pano. However, my brother Mabonzo, when they go to the hanging, he simply said, He simply came home and said, look, I'm going into the Gondo. It's all right, fine. Inina ndakuzongodi andambwe andina ndakangosara ndiri Korea background. Tingo betsera tiri kwezi. Right. So pa 1975 all along tingo betsera katiri background. Chimurenga chiringoiti. Now, if I may tell you a little bit about the the Liberation Committee, the Soviet Union, they are very openly supporter. Way.
Son.
No, we're freedom fighters.
Okay, I'm a freedom
in
fighter.
Southern Africa.
Okay.
They are socialist. So, guns right. Could you pay support my nationalist, my fighters in Southern Africa? Tinoda the authentic six. In South Africa, it's ANC. They are authentic. Remember, quite when PAC. Yeah, and I'm just forgetting the Mandlane. Quite when PAC. Zimbabwe, ZAP. Yeah, Josh Wonko. Zanu sideline. In Mozambique, Frelimo. Coremo. There was also Coremo, remember. In Angola, UNITA. No, MPLA. MPLA. UNITA, Yasavimbi, Yageto sideline. Guinea-Bissau, I think they have any Pegasus name is so. These are the authentic six. The Liberation Committee in AAU, do no support. Or open support. Okay, fine. Amazona Gafan, Kazan Genya, Spinda Group, people are vulgar. It's okay that Chimuringachet. Yeah. Now, come 1966, Chimuringacho Kumana 7. That really was a coup, when I say military coup, those accounts are Zanupa forefront. Suddenly, Tungonzo Bama regions were quite a Kumana Chimuringa 7. Much one Kuma youth manjiga, Doga is very so popular. Kutibajona Kumana, I go to Zonano raise Zapis. What do we do? Right. Kuvirai Papu. Nyerere, the Angari instrument, Pama frontline states. Agat Ndagambo Guzai, Ndovano, so they recognize. In Zambia, ZANU was tolerated much because of Kapwepwe, a vice president Okaunda. He says, these are youngsters. He's supposed to know Kaunda Ishiduku. Give them room also. So the 1966 battle made Vanambita, who was actually the chairman or the director of Liberation Committee at the AAU, Dubawagaita recognized them. Now, no, don't worry, but as I will explain, you see, Payagas on it, backfire for leadership, and name level, name leadership. Yakuzano, Nekuzano foot. Anyway, all right. So we continued supporting Chimurenga, chairman, this table, the chairman of the Liberation Committee. We are all in the support. And I would not even want to tell you, they are not trained over the no, they are in Morea all the time. Tingo support Msanga. Right. Okay. We go on. Then there's so much age. Nema frontline states. Kaunda, Nyerere, Kama. Unite. Now, meanwhile, the Mbogo Zanya factions, or whatever you want to call them, Ziriko. Once you've grown up in politics, don't deny it. Get to know how it operates and how you can survive in it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chimurenga, Chiwakoman 7, ZAPU was phenomenal. Even in umbrella guns, vachipona neSoviet Union, ndivanga vari remember, vakanzi 76 ndovakanga vaitwa recognize, and Russia ndo yaipa in Soviet Union, then not Russia. So for some reason or the other, you can see, we have been outdone. We want to show you that we can do it better. And that's what we personnel Amari. You know, the problem was, if you read the politics, pioneer theories, the Maoist and the Bolshevik. The Bolshevik is the Russian Revolution, meaning for the many. The Bolshevik theory of a revolution was fight and take over all the big centers, the cities. The peasants are not revolutionary. They need a leadership from without, the Trotsky and Lenin now. So, your theory, why we know? Tanga matora matowns also. Then you go out in the hinterland and tell, we are the government. Look what we've done. So, Nduyaganga is emulate Nizab. Now, we don't want to be outdone. Then Chikerema angari deputy wezapo kubvira kuno kumusha angari kuzambia futi na George Nyandoro ndi angari secretary wake na zvikanzi aiwa we cannot be outdone. Now the mistake that was done there in their quest to want to do vakaita, if you remember the 1967 67, 68 incursions, the ANC.
Oh, okay.
Now, the problem there was nobody really is sure. They then filmed my freedom fighters achiyambuka Zambezi. Then that caused quite a rift in South. George Slondika, Edward Ndlovu, vakati noga Chikerema kutengesa. Pane kumwe kutengesa kunokunda ipapo here. Chamaita chese. Ian Smith is knowing. Altoze kuti chichirikuitika. Anyway, yakaita problem. But anyway, they did whatever it is. That is, so you know. Vakarwawo mupfumu wange, remember in 90s, ANC. Fair enough, okay. But quite at that rift, then at that point, nobody got with my defections. Rex Nongo, Mujuru, Manika, Avaga Baba with Zap, Banga Zap, Novaya Zanda. Yeah, no, anyway, that's okay. Now, meanwhile, Iswesh Duku, Taranga Tirim support a chat, co-organizer. Zvaitika, we are prepared to go. And as long as no wonder my brother after 1966. Right. My really entry point in India, and I emphasize in the 1975 in April, if I'm not mistaken, maybe I could lose sight of the a bomb chairman of Chitepo is killed by a bomb in his house in Livara, New Livara. All right. And then there's more factions, a number of goods. Different quarters, Zanpu, Maonaga, the Makaranga mafias. You can research that, you get it. They've killed Chitepo. And everybody, they really thought, no, Tongogara is involved, and no, it must have been an inside job. How can a bomb just planted this? Fair enough. At that point, the Zambian government also tried to buy into that theory. It was an inside job. But it's such to look at Aguna Zagada or an enemy. naro ndodziite mayoungsters kuti don't divert the revolution zvenhemapa muchiti kwanzi nai muchida kuti you know. However, it was serious. The Zambian government arrested our leadership, yes. Vanga vari mulusaka vana Kangai, vana Mudzi, iye Tongogara, most of them were arrested. No, in fact, not Tongogara, not arrested. Ndichauya manje pataka zvakazoitika kuna Tongogara. Akazonodzorwa, but ndichakuudza then what happened. Then Zambia ita arrest vana musangano. Well, in theory also, the mass strategies. The Rhodesians also were very effective fighters. Planning strategy, the intelligence, where should the information why one group, those guys were fighting. But anyway, those native revolution. Right. Those are guys. Then those of us were Kangavaslim top leadership. Now that was myself, Feichung. I don't know, you must have heard about Feichung.
Yes.
Majandu. Kombai, it was in politics. That man did something, you know. Tikat no Twitter say musangano wakufa kuti atidi kuti musangano kuno Korea pana kuno Zambia ndoko kwakuri headquarters guys. If you remember again, the Nari rebellion was that was the reason wakati no man leadership aigari mtown ma armchair ingauye kuno kufront ndo yakanga yana Nari. That much you already know. Tikazvikanza no the Rhodesians felt you killed the leadership. Those it's gonna Trump years, you know, to go and kill leadership. Yema revolutionary guards. I mean, it doesn't work. People don't learn it from. They think what happened to so cannot happen to you. So the Rhodesians felt once we get rid of Shitebu, apachina wando. Tikata want your baptism yo ichayo. Shanteta say those of us who not so much prominent, but strong supporters background. No, but I organized Musangano. In my flat, that time then I was now working for Shell.
Okay.
Shell and BP. Shell court. It was so secluded. If you know, I don't know whether you know Musaka well, or if you know well, you know the National Institute for Public NIMPA administration. Ndo kwa kuri near kwandaigara kwacho. Tikata hapana ndo pare be quiet. Because everybody, there was no front, there was no rear. You're only lucky if you've not been attacked. So right. Then we organized now. Vasati Wasungwa. Let's escape them. Let's escape them to Tanzania and Mozambique. Yeah, and my effectiveness, and out people meet or capture. Group yedu we played the pivotal role. Kuti Musangano uramba kuchita function kupi kuzambi vakuru vese vasungu. Now I think Feichung and somebody Tongogara angasina kusungwa then. They tried to smuggle him into Mozambique. But akazonodzorwa uko zvikanzi aiwa indachi parikunzi ndimakaura chitepo ichi. Then he was brought back anyway. You know, ini Feichung oenda imwe route Majandu, another route. Ini ndakandichita Tanzanian route because I had lived in the northern province of Zambia, kunonzi Kasama. I could speak the local language there, Bemba. Because I know the route, I know how to get to Tunduma. Ku Zambian side, you know, Tunduma. Ku the other side, it's got a different name, you know. So I made 2 trips in my case. Now, who was I carrying? Vakanga vari ma luminaries chitosasungwe. Wekutanga Chigowe. I don't know whether you ever heard about Chigowe. Ndakataka kuita smuggle out. Right. Then each time gandakuenda out, my pot of call ndakanzi unotanga wapfura nepafomu yani yasimunyu There was a man I ever kushano ainzi munya ave ni farm kuchisamba imwe area kuchisamba ndopano pfurana pipapo. Well, all this was logistical arrangement. So ndobva pfurana, and then I managed to smuggle him out into Tanzania. Once in Tanzania, of course, it was good. The second trip yandakazoita ndi time uti Comrade Rudo kuno kanga kunziye Mawema.
Okay.
Akanga ari kuCIO. And I don't know, ndiyanga one of the big, guys kuCIO is. So that was my second trip, ndobva ndamita smuggle. Again, I was successful. Ainzi Comrade Rudo, but zita rake shaisharo ndi Mawema.
Ainzi Comrade Rudo.
Rudo.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know, you must have. Ndiye akazenga pandakazodzoka enda kubva UK. Ndakawana Central Police, ndiyanga head of intelligence. Right, ndobva tamusmugler successful. Now, nemamwe macomrades, my youngsters, there were also women. I can't remember them. There were so many really. See, couldn't remember nema comrades and now is. So then the other person, mission you're rescuing Zanu and so forth, Kombai. He was quite very strong. He helped us financially. With my business like Kukafue, he had left railways. He was a strong supporter of the party. Really, zvinongozochinja vanhu vanongochinja in politics. Kana ukasaziva zvakanaka how to handle yourself, uchiti ndini akanga akuti zvese ndini ndakaita zvese kuti Zanu ivepo, ndini ndakazomira kuZambia panguva ichitepaura kati mdara Kombai ukangodaro murevolution unoitirwa zvisina kunaka, unotsika matrip akawanda isi. Don't do that. But then I think he was a bit too big-headed, but I give him credit. Then the other person watati in my group, Sam Geza, Mukoma wa Blessed.
Okay.
Yeah. Ndo iye akanga ari pa university achiticha. In fact, vachibva kunoku vanga vari vese nemwainzi who is this? Vakagraduata. He became very active in politics. So ndiye watakashanda naye. Ndobva iye manje azomboenda kuFrandi. Ndo group ye Malta Rebellion. Pakanzi vakuru ende kuMalta. Then group iyoyo akango caught up in this unfortunate situation. Yekutiko vana hama dziripi, vana mukudzei mudzi, vanga vantagara nehondo izi. Zvakakura stereki. Ma-meetings ema-British aya. Chiregaiwo vabva kujeri apo. Meanwhile, Comrade Mugabe, vanga vari this. Vanga vatoi kuMozambique. Vauya manje vakuenda kuMalta kuMalta meeting yacho. Zvikanzi aiwa, chimboregaiwo, some of them are catchy phrases. Interesting but quite serious. It's insulting. And chimboregaiwo vanga vari mujeri vasinganoiti nema-British. Vamboindawo taita ma-meetings akawanda nema-British. Tiger. Fearless. Lancaster one. Victoria Falls, you remember Victoria Falls, where the train was half in Zambia, half in southern Rhodesia. So hapana chiri kubuda chimboregai vamboendawo. Then vanabuda gezi, I don't know how he also got caught into that. And essentially they were resisting leadership yani President Mugabe. Yeah, vangoitwa paka 77 kuchimoyo. Vakuti ndisu tinofanira kuita zvese. Anyway, so ndiyo group yakanga iri group yedu isi. Ndiyo contribution yedu yatiri kuti aiwa man, tiri kukunaiziwo kaisa hapana patinombotaurawo is actually having played. Not takabata gidi. No. Kusapota musangano kuti haufi musangano. Ma-families avo zvese, Kombai was instrumental. He was funding, he was giving money. This is what I'm saying. Ndio party andoti yoyo of all the other parties yekutoenda kumusangano 69 conference kunovotawo the actual action chaichai ndio andira kuti Robert tite recognize if you want go and interview Osani fetch if you want look for Majando if you want same achiri penyu same guys mukoma wa blessed. You see, so, and you see, now after that, ndakasenda ku UK. Ndaenda ku UK, ndikati, well, I suppose ndaitowo my bit.
Which year was that when you left for UK?
I left for UK, 75.
Okay.
Yeah, 75. But I did not see supporting Musangano. Ndiriko kuti aina inosikore, chigwedere. Swanda wangu wari Birmingham, he started to lead the group and were very active until pa independence. Frederick Shaw, Simba Makoni, those are also my iyo yave now ye ku UK politics ku UK ye group ya ndrukutaura my involvement now titumiro ihembe chikafu chi my medicine to campaign that way. Then I graduated in 19 that was my first 78 I think my first degree. Then I moved on Ndato Tanga my second master's to Bradford. Ndopatakaenda mu independence. Zvikanzi right no ndikandati nendoda kuti ndinde kuma elections kwandinobva kumhondoro the only person anga achibvako ndishamuyarira.
Okay.
But then shamuyarira the bit of Nika ndakutaurira the bit of Flores.
Hamuna kuitaura.
Yeah, shinzwa manje Flores. Sorry, let me talk to back pa Flores.
Yes.
I nearly said it, but I got taken over by events. Yeah, Flores. The frontline states unite. There's so much pressure. Strategies, I call them. Now, Cruzano, the person who was not very popular, nema comrades, nevamwe vake, ndishamuyarira. Zvikanzano man, shamuyarira munhu weCapricorn. Amene chinhu organization chainzi Capricorn. Kuno munhu weCapricorn. Munhu weti. Very funny things zvinenge zvitaurwa mupolitics. So chingainde ikoko kuma talks. Uku Zapo, listen to this. Slundik, Edward Ngwenya. Zvikanzi no, Chikirema, chirega chikirema ainde ikoko. Mazezuru. These words are said, get to know them, and don't get scared, you see, as long as you have the right direction, you will be, okay. So, vaya vaenda kuma talks Zanu kwaenda Shamiri. That was 1972. Ku Zapo kwaenda vice president wacho Chikirema na George Nyandoro. All right, ende zvinhu zvizhinji izvi kazhinji maingozozvinzwa paradiois nekuzona tongozonzwa the liberation organization yekuZimbabwe yekusouthern Rhodesia they've united and vatofoma front for the liberation of Zimbabwe. And now mapandits ekuda kuita kick out vanenge vari ma-enemies hakuna asina ma-enemies in politics vobvakati mazona ka. And if you don't know Zimbabwe, what is being said to you would seem true. Zvikanzi mazona ka Mazezuru vese Chikirema Nyandoro Shamuyarira It's as if if you don't know Zimbabwe. Because there's one of them. And remember, Chamera can book contest a chairman foot. Step.
I don't know.
Anyway, you know, it backfired, you see. Ivo vakati no, timborega zvakawanda zvine zvichiitika Robert. You know, munyaya dzepolitics nekurwa macommanders pamwe at one time akambenga ari kueast zvikazochinja aya kumasvingo. So all those things zvinenge zvichishapa all this kind of political talk. So zvikanzi ano ivo vakati no, we're tired nemakaranga. Huh?
Yeah.
They didn't say no, they would go ahead, they went ahead with their vakatoma military operations. Kuwait, Floris. They did. you know, you are reading these things. Vakaita, they did. But it didn't go anywhere. Then wangu mdara Shamiri, I was like discredit, you know. Yeah, I know Vaenda Kudarasama, he was teaching Kudarasama. Agatozo notorwa na President Mugabe. Vauya kuti aiwa ndozvoita struggles amaitirana ti vamwe tisati aipo padhitondi paya ngaadzoke ngauye. You know, ndoona agara akangoisa musoro pasi achitukwana namujuru namajoyce kuti kwasha rangu reFloris. Yes. All kinds of. Oh, I hope you are going to edit this.
Those are eating. This is history.
So you know,
you can't edit history. It's pointless for us to sit and
so anyway, those was I wanna get with some sort of Karapuska Pamangas na cloud chaicha. Yeah, the Floris. The way the Floris was formed. Aha. Chibvunza kuti kuchikere zvikakuzita sei. Chinzwa manje blanda yakazoita ukuna chikere. Detente 1974 Victoria Falls Conference. Ndo pakauya ma-frontline states. Ndo pakafamwa Joint Liberation Council. You must know, you've done this. Zvikanzi ma-nationalist movement mechizogara ikumushanodi. Muita ma internal settlement. Pacheng. Now, Zanla ikaudza, command ikaudza, Mugabe and others. Anyway, this is a hoax, man. Apana ziriparanga rimpuruso yundia. Maprisa Smith. We were arrested there. Apana zonitika ukwezi. Hauski zazukutamba na Peter was. You know? So, the Zanla Dubavanzu, umdala wetu. He also came. Kudendo internal settlement. Iye manji, akanga ine eme wita take over the ANC. Yamzurewa. It didn't work. Chikeremao, he was there. You know the history. Paga Zorowa wife of the Mazmai. So, and how some people fell out in the because was their focus. Also, you need to be lucky in politics. Maybe. Or just be careful. I don't know how the decision is just was on a say. So that's how the detente worked out in the Joint Liberation Council. Yaka produce internal settlement. Yamzoreo. Na Ian Smith. But you see, Zanla is tower. There's no such a thing as ridiculous. Right, it's to remain there. But in Dopanakazo hungry. Okay. In my case.
In terms of support from Zimbabweans, akanga ari farmers, and we had settled in Zambia, kuma freedom fighters. Because at Tinzwe, the source of food, like what you're saying, the Soviet Union were contributing and so forth. But contribution yema-locals were-based
right
in
brilliant ingenda kutaura wani pahama dziripi because kumumbwa ndokwakazara vanhu vakabva kupi kumasvingo
okay
angosvika ikoko vashami uyu hama dziripi wekwagutu he was popular brilliant now if you want that one kuti uwane authenticity yandiri kutaura kuti the support was brilliant good supporting with food nechikafu zvese maparents edu isusu angu inini nemukoma wangu mumwe anga ari mukuru aiteera wevanhu vakanga aenda kurussia they were contributing a lot. Now if you want also to get the authentication uyu akazoitwa ambassador kumaputo matemadanda mubvunze kuti vanhu vekumumbwa what was the contribution even pakuvhota mu1980 pa-election paya vakauya in big numbers so I'm just trying to demonstrate to you support yevanhu vakanga vaenda kuzambia uko vakabetsera chimuringa kuhondova nefood nechii go and get authentication from matemadanda anokuudza kuti no anyway pane group yatisi kuti kuitewo highlight contribution yavo yekusapota mai freedom fighters.
So 1980 or thereafter vanhu vakaenda ivava vamwe vakadzoka here vamwe vakaramba variko ichi chakaitika
right okay 50-50
okay
vamwe vakadzoka sababa vangu ini vakadzoka vakazofira vakuno vamwe vakadzoka vaenda kumuzarabani vamwe kuurungwe ndoko vakawanda nekugokwe ndoko vakazoenda vamwe vacho but vamwe kuchine huge population very big Zimbabwean population iyoyo yekusapota hondo iyoyo vachiripo vapenyu variko yeah.
Tell us a brief about your brother to the day that you heard the news with captured, hanged, Mabonzo.
Right. Well, I understand in battle, kumadziwa. I think ndoko akanyanya cooperate hari. But I don't know whether it's you. Ndakambonzi ndaunoona munhu anonzi Robert. Ndiye anoziva nevanhu vanoziva how your brother was operating nekwaigara nevaanyanya kusenza navo. I don't know whether it's you. Anyway, well, conviction. He was so much absolute convicted and conviction every ndafira nyika ndikufira nyika. His trial dai wangu dai kunenguva kana kuita time I think I've got the trial yacho ndazonipuwa ku high court and what he continued saying until the judge says he is unrepentant terrorist.
What was he saying, Mabon?
As a repentant terrorist, vamwe vachiti aiwa ingotiwo ndakafotswa ndakazoita tairiguranyika tiriguranyika ndakaurayiwa kana vakandibatawo vazondibata vandiuraya ndichifira nyika ndiri kufira nyika period. So there was nothing you could do. Say, okay, he has always said that was his conviction. The elder brother also, akagara also almost 27 years
in prison.
Prison, yeah. So kana munhu anga aine conviction yake, there was nothing you can do. Who was accept? Those was it.
So it means you're a family of unrepentant terrorists. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not repentant. Kanatara tangona. What we think is correct.
Yes.
The repeat was really wrong. No, we say it out. We're a family of
unrepentant terrorists, according to Smith.
Yeah, according to Smith.
And the judge.
Smith, then womubvunza unobva kupi? Mondorongeza. Kuna Stephen, kuna Ningi. The same people. These people are terrorists. So, ndivana Musaka futi. Vana Musaka. And they were also good at investigating Kavanani. Smith. They were really good with information, you know. So to them, we're family of, you know, unrepentant, if you like. We call ourselves actually determined freedom fighters for our rights.
Yeah.
You know, it's more interesting, and that's also with the mission zone my slogan, my sons of the pioneers, and then the sons of the Zions. We are the sons of the victors. These are sons of the defeated. My nationalists, these are sons of the defeated. So you can do younger and the issue of my rights. Canada was start a conflict. But no, the issue was on rights. India is one of the land. The only way it could be sorted out was on the battlefield. Talking was almost impossible. If you went to the sons of the pioneers, they were simply saying, no, hakuna nyika inongotorwa chete, every piece of land inorwirwa. Even England, we can go back to the history of William the Conqueror. He had to fight to get that land. So it's our land. It's all fine, Saganaka. You can't just take it. It's ours. So because of the conflict is on rights. Don't get many issues, which could only be settled by the battle. Could either this talk fearless tiger, my ships also Indo diplomats with Taurianai, it was just impossible. Just imagine, you're a son of a defeated. There was just no way. No, those who have any conviction, the youngsters. So that's why somebody says to me, what do you think of what I'm doing? I say, this is not my terrain. This is battle objectives, and we won.
So what was the relationship between ZANU and ZAPO, ZANLA and ZIPRA, 1965 to 1970? You know, Murukusangana in the same country. This is the early stages. Murukusangana ipapo imimi muriko mobilizer avariko mazo sangana. You know, you are just Zimbabweans in a foreign country. Like now, you using your experience. Masangana ku UK, then you know you could meet Zimbabweans. If you drink beer, and it's not gochanyama. But when you're in Zambia, then you know Murukusangana, fine, different ideologies. But in terms of relationship,
good.
Okay.
You know, acceptance of the struggle.
Okay.
It's all right. Tichangona, you are Bolshevik, you are Maoist. The Maoist strategy. Look, Zimbabwe, you are a peasantry country. It's a fish in water. So what you should do, go to the people. They will feed you, they will clothe you. During the day, at night, you do your job. You succeed. The Bolshevik, Zapu then, right, go and take over Salisbury, go and take over Bulawayo. Then you go out and say, here I am, I'm a government. That is the Trotsky, Lenin, the Bolshevik revolution. That's how in 1917 revolution in Russians. That's how they actually fought. Lenin and Trotsky, they believed the peasantry are not revolutionary. They need leadership from without, not from outside. Even Pachao, they cannot be leaders. No major difference in terms of fighting the guerrilla warfare. With They are very clever. The Maui says, ndo vanokusapota, they clothe you, they feed you. Don't carry any guns, zimbo guru guru, unoonekwa, no wonder. Big lesson. 1966, Chimurenga. My rifle, no, you can't. You are you know, it's discreet and be effective. You do all things, and in addition, the whites are less than 1 million in southern Rhodesia. Make it ungovernable, encircle all the cities outside Marozaj. That's a good plan, landmines, it ties essence over this. Then you're home. The policy says, take over the big town first. That was the difference. But you know, my discussions, UTC, Zagaita, Ivana Tongogara, Nana, Mkuru Angari, Mkuru Zipra. And I attended an old meeting. I started, no, I'm waiting to strategy anyway. It was quite, it wasn't quite hostile. It was good. Kumi, I didn't say anything different except Kungweta difficult azuitic, and the leadership also. In the 1961 constitution, nekuzoinda ku internal settlement. Ipapanya ndo paizo mazona yo is this way ndimuri power hungry manya rutonga nyatsorugera nyika zvakanaka mutore zvakanaka ngomo why did he go ku liberation council ku internal settlement ndo tumutundwa nyanya kuti kana vanhu votarira voti no mazona ka ndo zvinonetsa izvi kana ma leadership chiita izvi stole the Hungary did away with sunlight, if you like. Now, problem yakaitao. Right, fine, he's in jail. Asungu. Now, Wakomana is Zanla Utanga cooperate. Ndwangari very effective. Watanga 66 Chimurenga jail. Ango Sungwa Wakasungwa. The Rhodesians were also brilliant. Yeah, Kwimno Bewana and Gwimi. Atri Zanla. Dian Gumgruing. The running story. The running story. Reverend. And Toto Mimba Makem Stole Mare. Chinzo Machi. Oh, what's in I am Jerum? Then they brought him to the High Court. I think you heard the story. The Reverend, a man of God. Every other terrorist is got language. Every other terrorist was no Sunga. Of course, it was not true. But every other terrorist was no Sunga. And he went to Mkuruage. Listen to the reply. Unknowingly, but be careful with language. And this is a terrorist and a terrorist and so forth. Zamba freedom virus. English, remove a comma from anywhere, change how it will read. BBC, Geoffrey and Humphreys, Geoffrey Humphreys, Tiangari lead reporter of Panyaises. Ndawari story rejects the terrorist. He says he has nothing to do with the terrorists. Iwe uri terrorist yacho irutaura uri freedom fighter wakateerera paredio uri mudondo because they were very effective.
Cut out kuti I'm the leader of the freedom fighters. Pabosia aga ma terrorists can John Humphrey, he has rejected my terrorists. And he says, he doesn't have anything to do with the materials. Even though Basiaji, freedom fighter. Yeah, English. Ingo chinja koma cheto one is native. Iwaga tera orimdondo. When you got ready.
mudhara atiramba kawa mudhara adhinanza chimurenga mudhara adhinanza chimurenga. It's hilarious, some of these stories kana vakutaurira. It looks like a joke, but it was quite serious. Kuzaita sei futi zvienda vani. Right, chitepa ashaya. Goes to the power meetings, but they don't. Right. I don't know what happened. In fact, what happened, not that I don't know, what happened was about 8 Zanla cadres, women, pockets are different in Zambian. I'm camps. Some of them were shot almost nearly, about 6 men of them actually. Myself, na komba nevamutikata, chef, mauya gana osumuruguno. Quite a disaster. Makumuri zida I should go in Zambian army. Then you have to be very weak in politics. Meanwhile, kwawe na in the Zamchia, wana Zamchia wana bawish pink. Kwawe na David, they were both. Iye ndoko akaenda kunogara. First, taenda ku airport. Right. Hende ine mkuru wedu kudzimba dzema comrades. Ndoko vanogara vachikuimba iki. Iye ndobva aramba. Akaenda kunogara mboka Zamchia. Remember, terrorist John Humphrey. Tete kangozibata. Remember futi chamuyarira nyaya yake. Ndoda kuuza zvinoitika kana muri politics nemushashena kadaro. Togara chingoinazo kuti all right muchenjere munhu. Aramba kuuya kumakomrades. Anza anchamboenda kunoona vana vangu kuAmerica. That was the straw. Right, zvikanzi mazona akambodhinaunza chimurenga murumo. Ku high court achiti handizvizi materialism zama vakasiya but all report vana John Humphreys he says he has nothing to do nematerialism. Akadhinaunza chimurenga. Zvino nhasi futi auya haasi kuda kundoona vamwe makuva yavo. To tell you the truth, kungobva ipapo musiwo zvikanzi no haachada zvechimurenga. Akambochidhinaunza. And then ari kuinda futi internal settlement. People are intelligent, you know, Richard, kana muri situation yakaita saiwe kusupporta a cause. Those who were committed to supporting the cause. Tino analyze everything with no man. This man no ka zvino aramba futi kunoona makomrades edu akuara Otinda kuenda kunoona vanangu. Akambodhinaunza chimurenga futi. Zvekuti vakamuirera nhema takambonza aiwa ma-British ndozvavanoita haanambodaro. Ukuona ari kuramba munhu wenyu. Izvi hazvikuda kuenda kunorara kumbe makomrades. Kukamwara. Haasi kuda kuenda kunoona makomrades akuwara. Saka what do you think zvikanzi no? Pamberi namukoma mugapa.
Pasina story.
Ndiyo akave downfall yani.
Story.
Yeah. Downfall yangu mo ndiyo yo for the 1961 constitution. Kutinoga, how do you go and accept the 1961 constitution? But anga asiri ega anyway. Chitepa ivepo. Don't watch. But vanhu kana voita manje isu vechiduku nguva idzodzo. Chitepa hana mhosa anga ari mukuru ndiye yu. So anyway, to answer your question kuti the relationship was good actually. Taisangana nawo. Ungotaura zvakanaka guys. Ndiye ndauda kumukangana wazitani uyu wanga ari Zipra commander Mangena. And you know Mangena ndiye ari Zipra.
Yes.
No, there was no except my arguments iwayo kuti aiwa unoitora sei kuSalisbury wewe. Unoitora sei unobloya unotanga tapinda. But vanga vaine zvombo. Vanga vaine equipment. But it was a mission impossible. So the Maoists said no, that route amuzviiti route indaikwana.
So as we conclude, you have said one of the issues that you want is the people that contributed so much to the liberation struggle, Korea, and you want to be recognized. From the time that Zimbabwe got independence up to now, have you ever raised this with the powers that be, some of them that were also there, to say kuti tisu and kuchine vamwe variko, why pasina so much talk about them? Is it kuti contribution yavo haisisina basa, vanoti chika?
Inini personally, to answer you straight away, handina kumboita. But Matema Danda ndiye akati no, vanhu vekumumbwa, even kusvika pama-elections in 1980 vakauya, ngatiitewo riko kuna ichi contribution yavo yavakaitawo pasi. They may not necessarily, it's true, kuti vanga vakaenda kunotraina, ndakabata futi ndikazoitawo battle yakati, effort iyo yavakaita, ngaitwo highlighted. Inini, that's my, ndo yangu yandiri kuona, ino zvaita zvakanaka. Ndakazonzwa nani nauyu priest. But I don't know, ari kuningiri ari man's wildlife kororo. Ndiyakambonditi kuna matapfuma nei. I don't know whether it's you or somebody else. I ndiye anozamana nezvemukoma wako.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway ndikati chance ini ndakangoti no again, like I said, zvinhu zvestruggle izvi unoda kuzvimhanyirira unokandwa unoona wakandwa miseve nevamwe zvisiri rega
learning from experience from Zambia.
Zvinouya chete, nguva yangu ichakwanawo nditati I'll say it. So that's my answer to you. No, personally I didn't raise it to anybody. Ndaingovaudza, by the way, I worked as ZANU-PF headquarters after independence. And I'm the deputy director of information. Kuna Shamiri. The structure is vakaichinja. My departments and my directors. Koga gwina director mwechete, party director. Then all other departments vanga vane my deputies. Now I'm the deputy director. Kuna Shamiri. ZANU-PF. But then you're right. Kundiraise kwavari. Kuchatisingazivi tinozvizvaga. So ndichidawo kumira seplatform yandawana iyi. Kuti you want somebody wateerere waanzwewo. Ugoindawo to authenticate vanhu vakaita safechu, semugeza. Unyatsomunzwisisawo kuti mazhandu, I don't know where he is mazhandu. Aibva kuzvishava nawo. But anga ari kuZambia.
Yeah, probably if resources permit, we would want to go to Mumba in Zambia and speak to the people that contributed to...
Yeah, Mumba. They were Liteta.
Yeah.
Mumba and Liteta. Mumba is in the west. Liteta is central. All the both are in the central province of Zambia. Places is all. No one concentration. The other one, the interesting one, ZANU ndakanga ine route yakakura kuma rural areas.
Okay.
ZANU. Urban areas, vana Kitwe, Copperbelt, Musaka, ZAPU. Kuma southern Rhodesians, makanga vari uku.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's interesting, but anyway, but in the young one, ndo wakanya ku attracted kuzanla. Ziri nharo dzekuti aiwa kuna zvakadaro izvo. At least knowing whether you die or not. But anyway, even ndakutaura yanhingirini yatongogara kuti iye akaendeswa, I think ndifecho kuMozambique, but anongosvika nonzi no, ngaadzoke.
Okay.
I think akadzorwa. But he's the only one I know anonzi pavano taita smago. Akanzi ngaenda
anopedza nyaya dzake.
Ndanopedza nyaya dzake. But anyway akadzipedza wena.
Handitika. No hai ndira kukutendai nenguva diki diki yamatipa tichinzwawo nyaya dzekuZambia.
Yeah.
Kuti aiwa
to someone who did not necessarily ndakabereka food, but organizing musangano. Nepaita panetsa sei. Well, takaitawo zvotakaita.
Handitika.
Especially per death table. You can take my CV if you want. We can interrogate me also thereafter. after that, tadzoka ku UK, ndakajoina foreign affairs for a bit. My wife, aisenza ikoko, that's where we met. Then I then left my job ku Zim Papers. Ndova taenda the first mission yedu Hungary, Canada. When we came back, she then was posted to London. Then I then again was called OAU. The transition from the OAU to the AU.
Okay.
That you can read from my CV.
Yes.
And then, you know, after the transition period of 2, 3, 4 years, then the first AU mission, Africa Union, not OAU, AU mission in Sudan, for when the South got independence, South Sudan, and the North remained, you know. I then was posted as a humanitarian affairs officer.
Okay.
Yeah, after that, Bashir, who was then the prime minister of Sudan, in the West Darfur region, in the desert, there was conflict still going on. Because the UN, you invite, you know, he invited the UN. Then he said, I don't want blue beret, the other green beret, Masoja, peacekeeping. Now, then I joined the UN peacekeeping mission in Darfur, here in the UNAMID, United Nations African Peace Meeting in Darfur, UNAMID, as a humanitarian affairs officer. Now, in peacekeeping, what happens is always the leader of the team should be a humanitarian. Medicine, chikaf, and so forth. But he has to have a soldier, the gun, protection. No, each time the Sudanese, even now I still see it, they surprised me. I don't understand them. On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you worship days.
Yes.
Right? Now, on Friday, Islam, they go to the mosque. On Saturday, the Jews, Judaism, synagogue. On Sunday, the Christians, we end up church. Now, the interesting bit is, you are always told, respect the norms and customs and everything for the countries which you're going to serve in. Now, these are Muslims. You step out of line, fatwa. Fatwa means death.
Yes.
You've insulted the Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't, just be careful. So, okay. On Friday, you can also go. You know, women in front, men in front, women behind. Another it's a series. So, okay. Then we are also working with prominent professors. Then that Jaina Nana Umanji, my acquaintances, and they get, Professor, you people surprise me. You pray on Friday, and the fighting is intense on a Friday evening. I'm careful, I remember. No, my brother. It's the people who don't understand Islam. Islam means peace. There's so much fighting on Fridays. Then you see, listen to this. Each time you're going to go to that fight. Right. Alarm. Mobilization. Move. To go and save the wounded, to go and give food and so forth. But you don't know. Just move. Don't worry about dying. Remember, ndanda jaira futi kwedu kuzaruka kuti taingoenda anyway. So, mosvika kuya modi, you try and help on whatsoever and so forth. You see, and in got the slogan in English, hey brother, another day in paradise. Paradise? Mushinde Malan mines.
Yeah. Hey.
Each time, every Saturday, Friday morning, Saturday morning, another day in paradise. Mission. Do you know peacekeeping mission? That's your mission. But anyway, I served my term. When I came back, my old game, politics. I campaigned with Senate. Kadom. I come from Mondorova, district is Kadom. Now, because of the new constitution, it's so tricky. One, you don't campaign directly, a Senate. You don't campaign directly from primaries only.
Okay.
Then, Kanagwa win and Beru, your party nominates you. Huh? Okay, that's not the only hurdle. The seats are limited. Gender. You can only field so many men, the majority should be women. So you have to survive.
Yeah.
They called it the zebra. You have to survive the gender. So you're lucky. Well, but anyway, I went through. Then that was up to 2018. Pangua zedi sata kuniza nemu darawe. Ta kutida ingati mbisa ete zombisa neza maiti kuu zangwanda. So anyway, that's a bit of my life. This is my life. Ndian is down
Elizabeth. Yeah.
This is my life.
Robert, this is my life.
This is what I'm saying. This is my life. Yeah, Mungo Pandenda
dates, but facts into what happened needs to be recorded and told.
I know, but I feel very strongly when I go to Zambia. The Kaba, Kunuariku Mumba, Yukariteta. Never no get us a Hamadrip, when we get us a Kumbai. I feel sorry, really. You know, but such is society.
Such is the revolution. There you had it. For those that have also wondered why there is a Tafumane in Zimbabwe, why there is a Tafumane family in Zambia, and for those that say those are not Zimbabweans, your questions have been answered by the men you have just watched today. It's not a secret, Manzwa, how they migrated as farmers in the early 50s and 60s.
It is true.
And their contribution to the liberation of this country. Some of them decided
in terms
to come
of people and food material.
Yes.
That Musaka is Robert. When you are my migrants, my diaspora, contribution in terms of human beings and material, food.
And that's fine. So for today, we are done. Thank you, Elizabeth, our camera person, and Frank Wesere, producer of this program. For those that also want to share their personal liberation experience, especially from what Akwa has just said, this is your platform. From Senator Musaka. We came...
No, Musaka. Not Musaka. Musaka, always Senator Musaka.
From Senator Musaka.
From Mondorongese.
From Mondorongese.
Originally.
Originally from Mondorongese. And you've heard and the brother of unrepentant terrorists. This is the story.
I
from
can see
the-
he's
for the day
going to
itself,
read the quote.
taigara mumakomo mumakomo yehondo vakaimanya takavatesa tichichingira zimbabwe taigara mumakomo mumakomo yehondo vakaimanya takavatesa tichichingira zimbabwe vakomana vasikana magorira mumakomo vakaimanya takavatesa
For these and more stories, tune in to Zim Newsbeat TV with Robert Tafumani.